Okay, so that sent us live. So I just want to check in a minute that we are live. Yep. Yep. Okay. So that W is going happily along. So show them they're live. Okay, so I just need to do some claps to sync the sound. Here we go. And we'll do 3 more. Wouldn't it be good if I could actually just put my face... Have I got Manycam going? No. No. For the first time I've seen you as well. Okay. Okay. Well, hello everyone. I just wanted to do a video explaining how we can go live into a platform called StreamYard, because Best of the Fest want to do a live streaming day sometime in December, probably a Sunday, and the idea is to get performers who we normally have playing in the Wall Garden and places like that to do some live streams for us, and we're going to coordinate in a single program and try and stream it to as many places as possible, but in particular Facebook and YouTube and groups within Facebook. So hopefully we scattergun things and don't miss too much. A lot of us are used to streaming live into Facebook. Going live into StreamYard enables us to go into YouTube as well. So it means you don't have to have a Facebook account to view the live program, and you don't have to have a Facebook account to actually perform, which is quite a big plus. You don't need an account with anyone, in fact, to perform through StreamYard. And also it's just a single stream, so it's like a program, or it's like it's almost like Jules Holland or something. It's just like a show that goes in where you have a host or one or more hosts behind the scenes who pull the performers in and out of the stream like a TV program. So it's a single stream. The host looks after the scheduling. You get given a link, and that link enables you to arrive backstage for the broadcast. You don't go live. You're not going to go live in front of the public until the host makes it totally clear to you that's what's happening. And if you're not happy with going live at that point, the host, you just tell the host that, and the host will find something else to do. He's got options. He can bring someone else in, or he she could put on a video or something. So the way you'll get into it, there'll be a simple link. You click onto it, and you either on your phone or your tablet or your PC or something. So it's best on PC or Windows machines, or Android. Chrome is the best browser. The Microsoft browsers historically have had a few problems with streaming, so Chrome is probably the most reliable one. That's for PC or Android. Safari is on the Apple machines, you can do more testing this way. So a few days before, we'll set up a test room where you can practice sort of logging in, if you were like, and getting your microphone and camera set up. Not that there's much to do. It'll either find them or it won't. And we can have that test room open on the day to do a sound check, just as a final check before you go into the studio, for the virtual studio, I should say. I use headphones because it makes sure that if I'm talking, if there's more than one person on the screen, which is very, very rare, it's only in the interchanges between one act and another, then any echo is eliminated because of that. But it's because I know that a lot of musicians don't use headphones or earbuds when they're playing in front of a live stream. I think it just means that we don't really have like interviews. We go from one act to another and just keep it that way. I think it's probably better. As I say, if something go wrong because it's hosted, the host has got options to sort of fill in, so don't feel you're letting the side down or anything. We know that technical problems happen. They happened while I was doing this video, so you expect the unexpected. Okay, so where is your link? Oh, just to let you know, by the way, as we're doing this, as I'm doing this little video for you, it is actually live. So I've got a little test page on Facebook, which I'm just refreshing now, and it says John Drummond is live. Hopefully that'll be set up to say Best of the Fest is live when we do this. So that it goes live into Facebook. At the same time, if I just refresh my little test channel in YouTube, it says Best of the Fest live test. And that's what you click on there. So it's all beeping away as live. So we're actually live at this moment. Okay, so what do you get as the performer who's kindly playing for us on these streams? So we've got a website called bestofthefest.live. That's bestofthefest.live. And it's got all the information on how you go online. And it also has links to the YouTube channel and the Facebook page. And it has your live link for going live and the real thing, and it's got the test link for going live to the test room. So there's like two rooms set up. There's the proper live room, and there's the proper and there's the test room. But if you went on the wrong one, it wouldn't matter, because the host will just say, you're not going live yet, or you don't go live without the host actually making you live. So, and that doesn't happen without you okaying it. So it's all lots of checks and balances. So if we go onto the test link and go into the studio, it says you're entering a broadcast studio, and it says you're going to check your camera and mic, and it says my mic is working and my camera is working as well. If anything was on a tablet or iPhone or Android phone, you don't really get any choice over the camera or mic, so it's probably just going to work anyway. But on a PC, you often have a choice on these sort of things. So if I look in my camera and mic, I've got the camera that's set up in front of me. That's absolutely fine. I'm going to go in advance. I just want to make sure that it's the highest resolution I can get, which is 720. 480, which is on the list of options here, is fine too. Actually, 480 is okay too. One's obviously a higher definition than the other. And then audio, my microphone, so whatever the name of your microphone is, my microphone's called the Hi-Fi cable. But I've got loads of microphones in there, including ones on my webcams. So you might have to choose your microphone. It might be a USB mic. It might be your webcam mic. It could be just the mic that's in the computer, the sort of default mic. And then whatever your output device is. Echo cancellation is probably best off for the quality of the sound of the music. It's better for echo cancellation to be off. It does mean to say that if there's more than one person in the studio, you might get a bit of echo, which is why it's best really to go from one act to the other without much chat in between. Stereo audio, not really needed. You can check it if you want. Automatically adjust volume. Yes, you can have that checked if you want. I'm not quite sure which one is better. At the moment, I'm experimenting with setting it manually to get more control. Green screen, obviously, we don't bother about. So let's enter the studio. So I'm entering the studio as John Guest, and it says I'm backstage and it says the stream has ended. How did that happen? Fuck me. What am I in? Test room? Am I in the test room? I'm in live test. Right, because I've got to change the link. Okay, so let's stop the recording. And stop the I think I forgot that I need to bloody do that actually. Right. So right, we'll have another go. Tom. Okay. That's that. And start recording. Okay, are we recording? And let's do some claps. 3 more for luck. Okay, let's take that out of the picture. Move him over. That's the introduction, and we don't need that. And I'm ready to start the broadcast, really. Okay. Okay, I just wanted to do a quick video to explain how to go live in StreamYard. Best of the Fest want to do some live streams in December, or a live streaming day in this, probably on a Sunday in December. So just want to explain how we can go live. Some people have been going live on Facebook. We're going to use StreamYard, which is very similar, and the advantage is it can go to YouTube as well as Facebook, so it means you don't have to have an account to view the stream, and you don't have to have an account to actually perform. It's going to be a single stream, so it's going to be a hosted stream where it's like a TV show. You log in, you go backstage, and the host brings you in. That way, you're kind of protected against messing up, really, because if anything goes wrong, the host can reschedule you. He can fill in. She can put on videos or whatever. How are you going to do it? Then there'll be a link which takes you to the so-called studio. but you'll never go live without you absolutely knowing it's going to happen. You'll get some warning of it. And the host will tell you verbally. He'll say, "I'm bringing so and so into the live now," or you might get a message in the inbuilt chat to say you're coming live. So it goes through the browser, whether you're on your iPhone, iPad, Android phone, tablet, PC, whatever. Best to use Chrome as the browser on PC or Android, and Safari on Apple. The Microsoft browsers don't work too well. Firefox seems to work pretty well. A few days before, so you won't be using the Facebook app, by the way, for some people who've been using Facebook a lot. You won't be using the Facebook app, you'll be using your browser, and you'll get a link which your browser will automatically open. So a few days before, we'll have a test room where you can go in and practice logging on and getting your sound right if you want to practice your sound. And that test room can be available on the day as well, where you can sound check before you go live. So if you're at all worried about your sound, there's ways of checking it beforehand. Of course, the host, or more than one host, it can be several hosts we can have doing this, can be listening as well and can say, your sound is fine or whatever. And they're capable of either voicing over at the top and saying your sound's fine, or putting a message in the chat to say your sound's fine, or putting a message on screen, a big message, big banner message to say great sound or something. Headphones and earbuds, they're good. I use headphones because it just makes sure I'm never going to get feedback from anything, or never any echo. So I'm just like an insurance policy for me. A lot of musicians don't really like headphones or earbuds. That's fine. It probably means that when we change from one act to another, we'll do it quite quickly, because it's only in the interchanges where you can get a bit of echo. And if something goes wrong, we can fill it in, and we've got videos we can put on. Okay, so you might be wondering at the moment what's happening. This video that I'm doing is live, and if I refresh my Facebook page here, it says John Drummond's live now. That should say best of the fest when we do the real thing. So that's the video you're watching on screen now, and that's the same in YouTube. So there's a live video test going on. You're just refreshing the page here, so you can best of the fest live test there. So that's this video. We're actually live at the moment. Where do you find out how all this works? There's a website called bestofthefest.live, bestofthefest.live, where we're going to try and put all the information about the live streaming day. And also on this page, there's some useful buttons which are links. So there's a link to the YouTube channel and the Facebook page, and then there's the live links that you can use. So this is when you come to go live, or when you're practicing, you'll use one of these. You'll use the live link when it's the real thing, and for testing and sound checking, you use the test link. So I'm going to click on that big green test link button and see where it takes me, and it'll take me to a StreamYard page. And it says you're entering a broadcast studio, and it kind of already has guessed what's going to happen here. I'm entering as the guest in this show. It's picked all my gear, and my mic is working. The little green thing is beeping up and down. You might have to check that that's working. On a phone, you don't normally get a choice. It's the mic or cam in the phone. But on a computer, you often do get a choice. So in the camera section, I can choose which webcam I use here. And I think high definition if you can, if you've got a choice. 480p is okay, but 720 is the best one you can get. And that reminds me to say that if possible, a wired connection to the Ethernet is a good idea. A lot of if you're on the phone or the tablet, you're going to be on either Wi-Fi or 4G, the network that your phone's on. That's okay. And if you're on a good signal, it's probably okay. Just bear in mind, if you decide to go down to the bottom of the garden or something, the Wi-Fi might not be so good. But ideally, if you've got the ability, an Ethernet cable from your computer to the router in your house or flat is the best thing to do. But we can't all do that. And it's only okay. If people are on Wi-Fi and the Wi-Fi is a bit shaky, you sometimes get every few minutes a little bit of a judder. But it's normally okay. Then audio, you choose your mic. The name of mic is Hi-Fi Cable, but you can choose any number of any mic that you want. It can be the mic in your webcam. It could be the mic, a USB mic that you've got plugged in. Some people use Blue Snowballs or Blue Yeti microphones to plug into the computer. They're very good. Some people use what's called ASIO interfaces, which is like a little box which plugs into their computer for a microphone. And sometimes if you're on a laptop, it can be the microphone and the laptop. Not a great option. A USB mic is better, but I know some people do use the mic in their laptop. Echo cancellation is best not clicked on for the purpose of the music, and it means that when we try and talk, if we try and talk to each other inside the studio, in the interchanges between one act and the other, you might get a bit of echo, but that's a small price to pay for getting better quality music overall. Stereo audio, not really necessary, but I've been playing with that. It works. You can click stereo audio. This is a new feature, the automatically adjust mic volume. Click it. You can click it if you want. So your volume is automatically adjusted. If you feel uncertain, maybe click that. I'm at the moment experimenting in being able to set the mic volume. So if anyone says, you're too quiet, I can actually turn it up, and you would be able to as well. But it should be, you'll find out in the sound check if it's not working. But if you're at all unsure, go for automatically adjust. It seems to work okay. Green screen, obviously, we don't bother about. So we should be ready to go into the studio now. My mic's bobbling up and down there. And so in I go, and now this is what's happening in the studio. So I have arrived. I'm actually at the bottom of the page. I'm backstage as the guest, and the other John is in the studio as well. So what's happening is another act is on at the moment, and so you're backstage, just looking at the screen you're looking at. You don't have to log into anything. You don't have to sign up for anything, so ignore that. One nice thing here is you get some private chat. So if the host says, hi guest, you'll see that in your chat. What have I done? Have I done that in the comments? Probably done that in the comments. Right, hi guest. Right, there we are. So the studio said hello to you, and you'd say, hi studio. So you can chat backstage. No one sees that. That's totally private to you. So you can say, how long before I go on? Well, another 3 minutes before you're on, etc. She's on her last song. You also get the comments, which is quite nice, from Facebook. So if that's the one I mistakenly put on. If I go into Facebook and I say, this is a comment from Facebook, then with a bit of luck, you will see that this is a comment from Facebook. There it is on the right hand side. You'll see that, and you'll see the comments that are coming through on your performance as it's going along, which is absolutely great. Not only that, but the host has the ability to highlight some of those comments and put them on the on the screen. So that's quite cute. So if someone says this is brilliant or whatever, they can put that on the screen. Okay, so you're backstage at the moment, and when it's time for you to come on, the host will bring you on, and he'll add you to the stream, and then you'll both be in the stream. Yeah, I'm getting a bit of echo because I'm on the same computer. All hell with this thing here. So basically, there's two instances of me on the screen at the moment as both the studio and the guest. So these are the interchanges. We'd probably keep quite short, because if you're going to get any echo, this is when it would happen. And so you're about to start your performance now, and so the host will say, off you go, and take himself out of the stream, and you have the stage to yourself, and you can play your bit. Tom, get your plane right on time. I know your part'll go fine, or whatever. And then at the end of it all, the host is watching. You can say, you know, that's my last song. Thank you very much. And the host will probably bring himself back in at that point, and a couple of words, and say thanks very much, and then take you out of the stream and bring in. Now it's back to the studio, and then we bring the next guest in. Or we could play a video, or we could just go over the comments that have come in. So that is about it, really. Haven't got anything more to say. Just to recap, you get sent a link through, which is on the bestofthefest.live page. That's the link that takes you to the studio, and then you can set up your equipment and enter the studio. You don't go live until the host brings you live, so you're in a kind of safe position, if you like. And there'll be lots of abilities to test your sound before broadcast, as it were. And what devices people use, everything from phone through to computer, you know. And I suppose at the one end you've got a high-end desktop computer with some sort of ASIO interface, and at the other end you've got a simple Android phone, and they all work. I've used them all. Over the summer, I was using an Android phone, yeah, they all work. And you know, if you're at all unfamiliar with your sound, just ask a question of me or anyone like that, and just say what you've got, and we'll see how we can get the best sound out of what you got. Okay, so thanks very much. That's about all there is to say. Thank you.